Oh, okay, there we go. The OBS froze when I pressed start. Welcome to the Limbus patch notes for, is this the 5th February 2025? Alright, so we first open up with Lobotomy E.G.O Wamp Gregor, who is a burn sinking unit, just like Konheim. Okay, so first let's see what that dazzle stuff is. Okay, for every X sinking plus burn, take more damage from base attack stills. For units with SP, change their panic type to dazzle. Units without SP lose defense level. Turn end, lose X stack. The effect is not cumulative. Inflicting it will replace the turn value with the inflicted value. Apply the unit without SP conditional to certain enemies that have SP but can't change their panic types. Dazzle panic type effects, low morale, gain bind offense level down, panic, gain bind offense level down. Alright. Oh, next turn. Wamp, turn and gain X bind for every turn. No, next turn for every Y stack. Turn end. At max stack, there are enemies on the field. Assume all stack activate the following effect next turn. Gain aggro, inflict dazzle to the enemy toward the most turn HP. Guardians of the Forest. Before attack, activate the following effects. Plus toy stills heal SP. If we're at max SP, the offense level up next turn. Oh, it's the Ringy song thing. Well, of course this is a special thing, I'm assuming it's not going to be active all the time. -1 stills lose SP. This effect cannot reduce your unit's SP below X, lose this effect. Wait, did it plus and minus? I don't know. Alright. Let me see their darts still first. So, crossbow dart, Wicked of Burned Feathers. No, the Wick of Burned Feathers. So, they ramp up to X stack. For Z stack Dane, take HP damage equal to Y% of max HP. This effect does not reduce the unit's HP below 1. Turn end. Apply haste next turn to bind oneself divided by X other allies with the slowest speed rounded down. So passive, turn start Dane Wamp. External effects not change this unit's min and max speeds. Oh. When chaining stills, this unit can redirect the attacks it's targeting to itself regardless of speed. Focusing counters only. Oh. That's quite interesting, since they play around with their haste, so they disable the trash of everything and focusy counters. When Daning haste, Dane 1 trash power up instead. Once the above effect activates, cannot Dane haste for the rest of the turn. Okay, proficiency manual. Oh, they gave him this! Yeah, Hohenheim had this. Festival up for every white ally wearing E.G.O gear. When ally dies, Dane pierce damage up next turn. Eyes bright like lamps. Actually, wasn't it offense level for the thing? Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, on the... Oh yeah, so it is this one defense level up for every ally wearing E.G.O gear. And then over here... Yeah, I don't think there's a tap for it, I think. What? Is there a tap? I don't think so. And then here is like the bind and haste thing. I don't know how exactly this will be, but by bind on self divided by 2 haste to the ally, so you have the slow speed next turn. Max 2 rounded down. So if it's still over here. Yeah, that was on here, right? I don't remember seeing that here. Ding haste. Okay, I thought I saw it here. Okay, I'm starting to stay. Alright. So combat start. Or wait, no, yeah, combat start. So these are 2 just basic passives. Yeah, turn start being lit. And this is their combat passive, I'm supposing. I'm gonna classify whether it's passive or combat passive. Wait, yeah, that's the right thing. Combat passive is for the ones that need resources, right? So turn combat start, gain X web for every Y Droom Resistance. Turn combat start, the enemy has dazzle, heal SP. Turn end, apply Guardians of the Forest next turn to ally with the earliest deployment order among those that do not fit the following conditions. Is this unit? It's ally with Guardians of the Forest. Is ally that cannot heal SP to conditions such as panic or corrosion. And that over here, it's this one. So does that affect to an ally with the earliest deployment order? Oh, that's interesting how you just... So is this basically giving a straight buff to unit, which is that passive doing? So is that going to be Droom Res passive then? X for Y Droom Res. Yeah, I'm assuming, so Droom Res, it would give the buff to the earliest deployment order. So if you have like someone thinking that's really, that you want a buff, there you go. You can give them the healing SP and offense level up next turn. Okay, now support passive. Are there more lives to be saved? Turn end. By the following effect, no, apply the following to the ally, the earliest deployment order among those with negative effects. Gain aggro to leftmost still SWAT. Gain blunt damage up. Blunt damage up. On the mono. Wait, he's mono pierce? What about diffraction? Wait, diffraction. Is it diffraction is pierce? I thought it would be like mixed damage. No. Oh no. Oh no, they did do it. They did do it. Yeah, I mentioned this before for the blunt damage. X% of this toy's final damage. Yeah. All right. Okay, they did do that. All right. But something is never mentioned here that aggro proc could work with Lobotomy, E.G.O. What was that one time? It's like Lobotomy, E.G.O. Lantern. Because the passive here has to have aggro and then they heal 4 HP every time they hit enemy target unit. So potentially, I think that might work because it gives aggro. So it could potentially let you use that passive. So that could be quite a strong combo, I think, for self-sustain. Okay, so now the still one. Intense Stare, 0 range. If any of the following conditions are met, gain toying power. Target speed is faster than this unit by X or more. If this unit's speed is X or slower, if the target has Dazzle. So if any of those are met, then gain toying power. This is how the speed went for slower. Of course, you don't have to worry about speed for flashing, but yeah, so did bind on yourself. Yeah. Okay, so on use, if target has X plus sinking plus burn, gain toying power. On use, gain bind next turn. So that's 2 different toying power conditionals. There's the special one, and then there's the standard sinking plus burn one. Gain bind next turn. Then both ones is burn potency and then sinking potency. No count, so you have someone else to keep that count there. And 2 toying. Sinking is not going to be viable, I feel like, with this unit. Then we have a 4 toying still free. Destroy the visible with the invisible. Same, now it's Trash Power for if it has one of the special effects. And then Toying Power conditional. So first Toying, Sinking Count. And then percent of the Toying's final damage is blunt damage. Second Toying, Sinking Potency. Then blunt damage again. And then Burn and Burn Count. Okay, so depending on how high that Sinking Count is. Remember, when you're building up ones that deplete on hit, it's better to sometimes throw your still to someone else or not use it entirely, so. You have Trashable Dart, so you could use that instead. So as long as the sinking count is good on both of these two, you could make them work on a sinking team. So, but the blunt damage. Actually, this final toying's damage, blunt damage. So if I just go over to 7 Otis, this is the first one I noticed with the thing. So this was 15% of damage. There's someone else who had this. I forgot who had it. If you know, you leave a comment. But yeah, there's someone else who had it. So it won't be a high amount of blunt damage. Also, I wish they just have different like attack toyings, like each toying to a different type or something. Because that would mean you get more of the damage of that type that they're actually using in the animation. Instead of you get like a small percent damage. It's but burn count. Hopefully that count is more than 2, so it can last another turn. Because if it's only remember, use 1 turn. Yeah, so as long as potency is afflicted for potency is first, so that will give it 1 count, and then it will at least last 2 turns. Depending on if the count is gonna be 2 or 1. If it's 1 burn count, that would be pretty bad, I think. Salvation for those enchanted by the lamp. If any of the following conditions are met, gain toying power and deal more damage. So that's some percent damage. It's the same conditionals. The speed is faster for the enemy, or unit speed is slower, X or slower, and if target has Dazzle. If target has X plus sinking plus burn, gain toying power. If target has Dazzle, convert all toyings on the still to unbreakable toyings and gain Trash Power. After attack, if target is defeated, or if it has X Dazzle, gain plus toying boost next turn. Oh! A plus toying boost? Oh, I know the last one was Eder Family Hair Gregor for the Gregor plus toying ones, and that's on the still free as well. So if they have X Dazzle, you can get that. So over here, so Dazzle is the yeah, that's a panic changing one. So does this apply Dazzle or no? It's what was it? Ramp, I think it was something over Dazzle. Okay, yeah, all stacks when you have enough stacks. So Doom Res, you get the Dazzle onto the target, you go for that, and it doesn't consume it, right? It doesn't consume. Yeah, it seems to panic the dazzle has the effect on it. Okay, so you should wind that up and go for some moments or something. Oh man, of course this is probably harder than Ender Family Hair. For that one you have a % chance of getting it even if you don't have sinking. But this one you need to have the dazzle on it, so more drawbacks. But it seems like it could be. It doesn't try like a nice deal buff. So first coin is Burn and Sinking Town, so make sure you hit that. Second coin is Potency for both, and third coin, target Tor has extra less HP, or if it has Dazzle, deal more damage. If on hit, if target has Dazzle, deal Doom damage equal to X% of this coin's final damage. So that's gonna be the big damage one then on the last coin, with the Dazzle %, and then Doom damage %, if it also has Dazzle. Yeah, so you'll only want to use that if they have Dazzle, so you'll use a Still 2 into Doom Res for the Eyes Bright like lamps. Wait, but what bird units have Doom? Woo? Hong Woo? Firefist Gregor's Trashful Dart, which, Gregor. Oh, man, oh, wait, Dawn off of Sinclair. That's 2 Doom units in a turn. Huh. It's gonna be interesting when the numbers are out. See if their sinking count is good enough to sustain in sinking teams. Besides, there's still 1, which is just potency stuff. But if there's still 2 and 3, sinking count is good. They could have use in sinking. But for burn, I think might have to wait for another Droom burn unit, maybe. Yeah, it's they're heavily wide onding the Dazzle, which you have to max out the Wamp stacks, which you gain from the turn start you gain Wamp, but you get it faster from Wamp for every wide room res. So that would speed up their burn or their damage. Yeah, so interesting unit here, I will say. And then hopefully there'll be treated like pros and cons compared to Firefist, so they both would have their spot, hopefully. Since this is a dual status. Mono Pierce as well compared to Mono Blunt. And will the Trashable Dart be comparable to Firefist? If you don't know, Firefist is like Trashable Towner is really strong. Firefist Officer Gregor. 9 plus 7 plus 2 defense level. This is what the Trashable Darts Towners should be like. They should be this high, I feel like. It's just really good to use. Because you still has a strong base, so it's not too light on RNG. Hopefully, this E.G.O Wamp Gregor has a good one. Wait, but did Honheim have a Trashable Dart? Honheim's this unit. What's his defense? Yeah, Trashable Dart. So 10 plus 4, and then 2 offense level. Okay, so that'd be interesting. So I'm assuming they will use the same numbers. Wait, they didn't give the Tomet start Dane Wamp? Aww, they didn't have that? Target speed is faster than this unit. Okay, it doesn't have the target speed faster than Toin Power. So it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that. One speed, yeah, so it doesn't have the Toin Power conditionals, but Dane Wamp stack up to X stack, or Z stack Dane. I take HP damage. So instead of the how this one will work with the combat start Dane Wamp, Gregor will sacrifice his HP for Wamp, and then the here's the haste extra to bind other hours of speed. So that's where it was. It was from here. So I'm assuming it'll be similar to this. So max 2 rounded down. Yeah, no, it's high. Apply haste next turn. So is it only 1 haste? I think it's only 1 haste. All right. Okay, now for the 1 page. It was not. It wasn't the trash like the Towner. No, I thought the trailer showed them hitting like with the toy, and so I thought it was going to be the Blunt Counter. But no, it's Trashable Dart and Poison Taunt. X points sustains the Toy Saints Survivor. Then okay, where's Moonlight Zerblade? Then shield based on stack, deal more crit damage based on stack. Okay, so you're gonna focus on mine. Any excess poise potency? No! It's poise potency! Stay away! No! No! It's poise potency! No! They just couldn't have a consistent poise identity. Blade Lineage Song and Ender Chief Punwer Ryoshu. Besides those two, everyone's losing poise. No. Okay, he poise posted, then he passed X with converting into Moonlit Azure Blade up to a maximum of Y. Combat start. Seems to not equip attack skills this turn, heal SP, and then slash power up next turn. No poise. Oh no, these give poise down. Okay, so defense skills will give poise down on combat start. You don't have to use them. On invade crit damage up next turn. Oh man. They had to make him be poise potency. No. Yeah, I think his name was Ren or something. No, it should have been what is it? Where is it? Poise potent. Oh, wait, was it poise potency? Wait, it was? What was poise town? Oh man, now I feel. No, I messed up. I thought it was poise town. Okay, my bad. I just woke up, ate instant noodles for breakfast. Oh man, it was a bit old. Was it November 15th last year? It's like, oh man, I gotta make them then, and threw it on the oven. There's still 3 more bags of it. Alright, so it was potency then. Dane poise based on pride res at tournament and at X poise Dane poise count. Okay, so that is the pride res passive, I'm assuming, because it says passive, but it's a res thing here, so I'm assuming it's res based. Because sport passive, that was the fastest speed, heals SP and Dana's shield when starting target for defense still equipped. Okay. So interesting here. So Moonlight Azure Blade is just the so shield and more damage on critical hit based on stack. So if we do it compared to this one here, so this was 1 damage on critical hit for every stack. I'm assuming it has less stacks here. It doesn't say a max here. It does not say a max there. So I don't think it'll be 50. Okay, Dane shield on the invade on stack on self, then poise down crit damage up on invade. Poise potency, poise town, X plus poise, this still changes to the invade. Alright. I don't know why they would like this. Alright, so the first one, 2 coins still on chain strike. Poise count, 25 for X poise on self. Bleed count. They're bleed? Wait, no, they were pure poise. No, they're gonna make them worse by making them a dual status, aren't they? No, he's supposed to be a pure poise. Why does he have bleed? Who did this? No. Okay, so I'm just right here. I do that. Yeah, whenever stuff is different from the actual like enemies, I always feel a bit, you know, weirded out. I feel like so having them add bleed count to the pure poise enemy, instead of having the Slash Fragility, or I'm assuming they still have that. I'm assuming they would have Slash Fragility. Let me see. No? Wait, they don't? So, okay, let's see. So first coin is Poise Potency. Second coin, Poise Potency. Bleed count. Haste next turn. On head hit, crit. Critical head hit. Dane haste next turn as well. So that's 2 procs of haste. Nameless Slash. Dane base cover X poise on self. First coin, poise and poise count. Second coin, deal more damage on critical hit. Poise count and bleed potency. On crit, heads hit. Oh, reuse the coin. Reuse heads hit at X plus Moonwood Azure Braid. Reuse this coin. Unfocused volley. I didn't notice that. Use unfocused volley is in yellow, so at least on the identities. Have it always been grayed out in patch notes, the unfocused volleys? I'm not too sure. But unfocused volley, poise out, poise down, second toin, poise out, 2 toin reuses. And that is a bleed potency toin as well. Alright, so third and final still he has Fall Star Slayer. No weird still free to. Gregor didn't have one of those either, did he? No, he didn't. Alright. So it's more standard to start identities this time. So Fall Star Slayer, deal more damage based on excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets. On use at X Moonlit Azure Blade to convert all toins of still into unbreakable toins. Oh, it's gonna be reuse. On crit heads hit. Wait, no, it's not. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Let me go back and read it then. Well, I stepped ahead. Now I'm getting a bit tired looking my eye around. Turn all the unbreakable twains. Gain torn power for X poise on self. Gain base power for X moonlit azure blade on self. On you, stain poise potency. For attack, gain attack weight for every X moonlit azure blade on self. Attack, assume moonlit azure blade based on attack weight gained to the skill's effect. Deal more damage on critical hit. On hit, inflict bleed potency. On crit heads hit, deal X% of this one's final damage slash damage. Oh. Single toy. Hopefully it's a good strong single toy, but a bleed single toy still free is already on the previous poise bleed Sinclair. Well, bleed only on here. So plus, I'm assuming it'll be +5 or something. This is a newer one. If I still back over here, so what is being lost in this is the attack still end, deal slash twice, hit critically, slash damage. That is, there's nothing similar to that on here. Not a weaker version of that either. There's just nothing to be like that. So move as their blades streak damage based on stack. Yeah, I think that's it for like, yeah. So because they don't have the train to inherit name of the star or anything similar, instead they have bleed in their kit. Yeah, he doesn't have bleed anywhere, right? But he lost Slash Fragility as well. So we're still on the full star Slayer, single toy, 8+9. I'm assuming it'll be higher for the identity. That's what they usually do for the identities. So damage equals 20's final damage. Compare it over to here. X is 25 damage. That's on crit heads hit. Oh, this is on hit without tracking. So they add more conditionals to it. Of course, you tap your poise potency out at some point. So they did change it to be a crit heads hit though. Specifically the, pardon me, heads hit. That is going to be the bigger issue, I think. Yeah, but I don't know why they're just not doing single status effect ones. Because if they didn't have the bleed, they could have done normal toy hit instead of the on crit heads hit as well. For all 3 of the toys. Yeah, this is not on here at all. And yeah, I thought they had reflect too from the trailer, but they did not have reflect. But so in this one, it's yeah, I know it's very different numbers. Poise count, yeah, completely different on that. Defend, if they have defend with no same defend there. I don't think it's gonna be 4 poise count though. And there's of course no still SWAT thing as well. This is the normal identity. So what's chain strike? Where is it? Unnamed tap, false start fire, retreat form, twin strike, triple strike. No, there is chain slash. I don't see chain strike. Yeah, so that's new, I guess. Nameless slash. And there's nameless tut, attack rate free. No. Yeah. Rather than just do the twin strike and triple strike. It would have been way simpler instead of chain strike and nameless slash. Okay, so yeah, I think the big issue with is the on crit. That's fine, their poise identity. On heads hit, that is the bigger issue. I think is the heads hit conditional. So interesting. Hopefully their poise count is sustainable. They should have made them pure poise. Okay, how many times I brought this up, but if they just made them a pure poise identity, I feel like they could have made their stuff, you know, better. Not remove the heads hit thing. Make sure the poise attacks would be stable, very stable. But they wanted to add bleed for mirror dungeons, which is because if you go to extreme, you want ones with multiple like status effect procs. But of course, this is probably full power treat for Blade Lineage. Then, if it's since it's also bleed. Of course, Blade Lineage has Blade Lineage team for support, but on its own, this will probably completely outclass it. But I am disappointed that they did remove the Slash Fragility, so there's no, you know, Slash like team building you can do with this. Since, yeah, who was the Slash Fragility one? Yeah, that was, what was it? 7 Ryoshu, right? 7. Ryoshu. Why is there 2? Slash Fragility, yeah. It would have been great to have another Slash Fragility, because had a single skill that applied 1 Slash Fragility. So yeah, I think Gregor's the more exciting because Lobotomy, E.G.O, another E.G.O deer. It has, I think it's more interesting with its dual status here, instead of Poise Bleed. Yeah, I remember during what was it, the 3rd mirror dungeon, like the Ishmael one, you would be running Poise Bleed, so you did both of them, because that was before like the whole theme pack thing. So you just run the Pequod, Blade Lineage, Faust, Pirate Drag, and Kiritumo Rodia. You just need the 5, or you can always, you know, you had a team of 6 back then, I think. So you'd have to have 4 with the dual statuses and then 1 of each then to activate all the diffs. But yeah, I think that is also a big problem with Mirror Dungeon, is over reliance on keywords. You see, in Wait, yeah, of course, in Wait 1 you'll need it, but yeah, what am I getting at here? I just wish they had more Slash theme stuff, you know, didn't have the headset. So what's up to normal patch notes? I spent it's our 26 minutes. I've been talking for way too long on the identities. I will be doing a single 10 poll, and I'll box them when after the Resurrection season, that is. Alright, we have normal patch notes. So 2026, February 5th, schedule update notice. Greetings, dear manager. Server enters schedule maintenance from same time, same day. Alright. New content is just Dacha's, and there's gonna be the Faust banner. Okay, so new packages. What? This is like the ramp effect and whatever that railroad track behind it. Of course, those are stam ones. Bug fixes and improvements. There's an issue where special animation for Lobotomy E.G.O Lantern Dawn tricks out. Still free to not play even though the prerequisite conditions were met. Fixed issue where defect. The middle identities named min speed +1 and max speed +1 for this encounter from the E.G.O Everlasting Chains of Bond did not trigger. Other effects of Everlasting Chains of Bond are functioning as intended. Only the aforementioned effect was affected and will be fixed. The min and max speed from the encounter. English only. Fixed an issue where some dialogue text displayed in Heathcliff's E.G.O move-in reg extended beyond the screen bounds due to excessive length. What? Bug fix improvements. Fixed an issue where the text was displayed in incorrect order on the uptie screen of Otis's E.G.O. Outdo for scissors. How about you? The still effect is functioning as intended as on unopposed attack. Does not activate the stills on hit without tracking effects. However, the text was shown as on hit without tracking on unopposed attack. Does not activate the stills effects. The order of the text will be corrected. Huh? Okay, so I haven't used this E.G.O yet. I think so. You're supposed to trash with it then, because you're on unopposed attack. Not activate stills on hit without tracking effects. All right. Which is the heal allies. What? So you have to trash for the healing and not just some more stats effects? You have to trash for healing. Oh, that's issue where UI indicators appeared as if certain effects that increase or decrease base power or final power based on sin affinity and attack types triggered, even though the stills did not correspond to the prerequisite sin affinity or attack types. That's just for UI indicators. The effects were not actually applied, only the UI was displayed interactively and will be fixed. The issue where using an E.G.O still below uptie 3 in stage 950 so as the incorrect background image from another stage to appear. Huh? Wait, I was recording about what? It's already 3 weeks past since the CANTO ended too. There's someone who didn't have an E.G.O uptie 3 did too, and it's like, whoa, that's not the right background. Position where certain effects do not display correctly on specific enemies appearing in stage 930 and 949. Huh? Okay, so that was the Sora stage, and then the was it the last one? No, that was also. Oh yeah, so the issue is only with Sora's effect, since that's the Index Apprentice. That's both stages they pop up in. So, updated the polished English translation for CANTO 2. They updated and polished the English translation for CANTO 2. That is massive news, actually. Visually aware, under certain conditions, the toy flipping animation played when reused toy effects were activated during combat. Toy flipping animations played. Oh. Is that not supposed to play during reused toy effects? I never noticed the toy flipping during reused toying. Visually aware, the enemy-tailed voice line entry was missing from LCB standard Gregor's voice list. Okay, E and only changed the manager ticket customization word for Heisho Pack Cyber's Rodon due to translation that might potentially overlap when obtaining the identity while E.G.O web Gregor that features a similar word in Korean. Okay, so beast to animal. Alright. Oh, beast of the forest. Oh. Alright. Known issues. An issue where the text for Young Office Rep Ismail's base power up effect, which activates upon forming a hand, appears even when no hand has been formed. This does not actually activate the effect. This is a visual only issue where the UI element loads when it should not. As this issue was not fixed when the issue where UI indicators appears with certain effects that increase or decrease base power or final power based on sin affinity and attack types triggered, even though seals used and not to respond to prerequisite sin affinity or attack type was fixed. The fix will be applied on our next scheduled update. Take a break for that. Okay, talking after eating like a high sodium thing like instant noodles is not too wow, I think. An issue where, when the corresponding sin affinity power up effect was activated when using invade stills, the relevant UI elements did not load. The power up effects are activating directly. This is a visual only issue where the UI text does not appear where it should. An issue where, when using E.G.O stills that may be affected by the middle style augmentation tattoos effect, the relevant UI elements do not load. The effect is activating directly. This is a visual only issue where the UI text sometimes does not appear where it should. Okay, so a lot of bugs relating to just UI stuff for power-ups and yeah, just that stuff. That's mostly bugs are that this week. And 300 Rudency! And that's it. That is it. When we check their Twitter, I know they have some new stuff on the Twitter since it was Faust's birthday yesterday. Was it today now? We are on their Twitter. We have the E.G.O stuff, the Pinky Apprentice, which update Faust's birthday. Let's open up that. Open up a new tab. All right, so here is Faust with interpretation of the Diesel Shaft. Is that what they called it? Here is Entorp Faust eating instant noodles with a cockroach. And here is just nicely drawn chibi Faust with a birthday hat. Alright. We have more! We have the Heisho Faust and some rabbits. We have Book Faust falling asleep, if it can load. Alright. Book Faust. And then we have Faust with a different hairstyle. How cute. Now, we have the Ham Ham Peng Peng pop-up something, I think. Which one isn't going to be in English? Oh, actually, unless you notice, it's a pop-up store, or no, it's not Ham Ham Peng. It's just normal pop-up store. Is it? It's the 3rd anniversary pop-up store. Okay, so it's the Hyonda Seal and Hyonda. I don't know what that is. Daeung. Daeung. So, verifiable age. Oh, for foreign national individuals born in 2007 or earlier are considered legal adults under Korean law. Bring a legally valid form of identification for your visit. Minors are not permitted to enter. Oh. Well, I mean, it is an adult game, I guess. But, damn, they'll be shafted on very niche pop-up stores. And what the heck is a Hyun? Huh? The user survey on Roshu's post CANTO 9 in-game illustration as well. So that is something that you might want to. It says it's the font used. So if that's something you actually know about. Fonts for, I don't know what language it was on it. Yeah, so does not use Chinese characters everyday language. Visual might not be free to mutate and to perceive unsuitable for use some specific context of the story. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to do it because I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's there if you know what it is. or whatever if you know about the fonts and stuff. So I've been Waftium. Bye. Wait, yeah, it's Boston. So the middle Princess Ishmael defensive error was fixed. They need a separate notice for that. So they had the notice there, 27th. That was when I did the video, and then 28th they fixed it. Okay, 29th says you'll update. Okay, so that's there as well. Alright, now to edit this.